Derrick Jaxn has a new young plaything sporting on the beach of Florida or wherever he lives. And everybody's going crazy. And I'm like, child, I done told you what my daddy said. Hey, y'all, we're going to talk about Derrick Jaxn this morning. And I still have some more of those dating questions that I was supposed to come back Saturday and do or Sunday, but I didn't do. It was the Christmas holiday. I was tired and I figured you're tired. So I said, well, let me just take me a little break from YouTube and give you guys a break. And so it's Tuesday, feels like Monday. Today is Tuesday. I hope that you got everything you wanted for Christmas. I got everything I wanted. Daddy bought me some new pajamas. Look what he said, meet me under the mistletoe. I met him under the mistletoe yesterday morning. I love you. Thank you for your love and your support. I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and may all of your dreams and prayers and everything you desire come through in the new year. We know over here, we believe that Jesus was not born on December 25th, but it was a day that was chosen to celebrate his birth. People say Jesus didn't say we should celebrate his birth, but I always ask the question, why not? Was there a celebration at his birth? Yes, there was. And so for believers, we should celebrate his birth every day. And for the people that's mad and angry, boo boo, use you some wisdom. See, people will not be able to say they didn't know about Jesus because guess what? Every year, December 25th, the world take notice to celebrate the birth of the Lord Jesus Christ. So thank you for your love and support. Few house cleaning I want to talk about. Number one, if you're on Janice Hylton mentoring, I need, and you did not choose a membership level, I need you to choose at least one membership level, okay? I have a lot of people, if I know I ain't got it, I need you to please choose a membership level. I still have a few people on Patreon who do not want to make the move over to Janice Hylton mentoring. That is fine. I was talking to one of my sisters over there, my cousins over there this morning. And also I do have a few people who are saying they can't do the membership level on Janice Hylton mentoring. So I might be putting back a membership level or two on YouTube. Just for those people who's not able to do the membership level. I think membership level over there starts at $12 or $15. So I might put a $5 membership back on YouTube. And then that's for the people who said, James, I really want to support you, but I just can't do $15 or $20 a month, but maybe I can do $5. Okay. So I am thinking about that. So I want to thank you for that. The husband profile is coming up. As of now, it's January 15th. It's going to look like I have to push it back another week because I have a few of the ladies that says, Janice, girl, I need you to wait for my next pay. Okay, so I might be pushing that back one more week. I cannot allow anyone to begin the class without payment because the book alone, I need you to at least pay for the book, and the book is very expensive. And it's just that people have taken advantage of my niceness, and I've done a lot for people who didn't follow through with payment. So I've just decided now on, you want it, you have to at least make the initial payment. Okay. So that's what's happening in my world. I'm going to try to give you guys a few videos this week because I'm home this week. And as you can see, I am so sleepy. And I want to go back to bed, but I can't. Okay, so Derrick Jaxn, honey, everybody's talking about Derrick Jaxn. He's out with his new girl. I'm not mad at him. Well, first of all, he's a married man. Okay, so yeah, that part I understand. But one thing I said, and I told you all this, and I lost a lot of people. It's probably why I'm not at my 20,000 people cousins yet, because my daddy said man has to get the dog out. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean hoeing around. Okay, even though he says man has to get the dog out, just don't be the girl he get the dog out in. What that says to me is you have to realize that men have to find their way. Men are hunters. They are hunting for something. This is why I am not for 20 and 21 and 22-year-old men getting married. They don't know themselves yet. They don't really know what they like yet. And see, Derrick Jaxn with his wife since they were kids. The child now, he's what? He's in his mid-30s. He's like, look, man, this is not what I like. This is not what I want. And we see the two women he's been hanging out with. They don't look nothing like Sister Danae, honey. But of course he's still married. He didn't get the divorce yet. And apparently the wife didn't even know he was filing for divorce. But anyways, we're praying for Danae's mental health. I think this is a good move. I think she should just celebrate it. I think she should pack up her kids, go back to her family, and just go. And I don't know if there's a mental health facility she can check in, or just get some mental health services to kind of help her to get through this. But Danae, girl, you are going to come through it. In Jesus' name, I am praying for you. And I just believe that once you get away from this crazy man that is making you crazy, let me correct that. That's stressing you out. Then you will be able to see what everybody else is saying. But being with him since you was a kid and he's in love and blah blah blah. But ladies, let this be your example to leave this 20-year-old boys alone. Y'all running, some of my girls 20 and 21. Oh, I'm in love. Aunt Cousin Janice, Auntie Jan. Girl, he ain't ready. A man is not ready. Let me tell you what my daddy said. He got to get the dog out. He's a hunter. He has to learn to hunt. He has to get control of the D. See, at 19 and 20, it's just like that. It's for a man, D, it's like riding a horse. You have to get control. And as the older you get and the more you discipline yourself, the more he gets control of his D. Derrick Jaxn didn't have control of the D, honey, because he's been hoeing around on his wife for all this time. But ladies, I want you to understand, this is what happened when you marry these 21 and 22-year-old boys. They are not ready. You need to walk away and find you somebody just a little bit old. This is why I'm not for 20 and 21-year-old women getting married too, because you want to marry 20 and 21-year-old boys and they're not ready, and you're really not ready. And this is why a lot of people we see Tia Mori out here look like she's advertising for the circus. I don't know, child. Getting with the man at 22 and spending her whole life with him, and now at 40, when the shift comes, she's out here like she's trying to get in the. I don't know. I'm like, girl, what is the problem? But I've been told y'all. I've been told y'all, and I know some of y'all got mad at me. Y'all was mad at me when she started posting them half naked pictures, and I was like, sigh, I knew the shift was coming, because this is what women do. You get in your late 30s and 40, and you try to see if you still got it. Like you still trying to get somebody's attention. Then you start twerking. You 45-year-old on YouTube turkey. You got grandkids and stuff, having your behind sticking out on social media, on Instagram and stuff. And you got great grandbabies. Baby, it is the shit. And you need to get on in some counseling and get control of your emotions, because the shift is taking place. And it's the same thing for these men. Leave these young boys alone. He ain't ready. Derrick, I'm going to give him another 10 years out here. He's 31, in his mid-30s. I think by the mid-40s, he'll be ready to really, 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 really settle down. But at this age, at 19 and 20, when he got with the did, he wasn't ready. Excuse me. Lexi, hand me your paper so I can sign it, please. He wasn't ready. And so now he's going to be running through these women like we run through car washes in summer up here. Because he never got control of the D. And so did somebody say he married her because she got pregnant? So did he marry her because he really wanted to spend the rest of his life with her? Or was it because she was pregnant? Come get it, Lex. Here's your phone. Okay. All right. Moving on. Video number 2, since I don't think I'm going to get back. Maybe I'll come back later. Okay. If you guys comment to these questions. I didn't get a lot of comments on the other one. I think it's because of the live. It's a live, so I notice live videos don't show up like the other ones. Okay. Number 20 of the question. Did I do this? I have an STD. Excuse me. When do I tell the guys? I think I did answer that. So you have to see the video on this one. Number 21, how can I identify a dusty like you did, Gil? Not one of the first ways to identify the dusty is make sure you listen to my videos, okay? Ain't nobody out here teaching what I'm teaching, because most of the black women out here teaching want you to struggle with a man, build a man, fix him up, and be a baby mama and all of this. Number one is listen to my videos, right? Learn my content. Read 23 types of guys that you might meet. Sign up and take the husband profile. I'm telling you, ladies, after you take this class, boo boo, you will never again fall for another Dusty in your life. The thing about Dusties and Pookies and Raries and Tyrone is you have to learn them. Did Jesus not say, learn of me? Okay. So the same way Jesus said, learn of me, is the same way you got to learn the Pookies, Dustins, Rare. And so the moment Gil said, I don't like a high maintenance woman, I already knew he was broke and he was a Dusty. So, girl, if your pocket is tight, you can get the 23 types of guys. Sign up for my membership program over there, Janice Hylton, because I'm going to be teaching a lot more on how to identify, but most importantly, sign up for the husband course. Number 22, how can I change my thinking on marriage to what the Bible says? You must renew your mind according to Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, that you present your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto me, which is your reasonable service, and be not conformed. Be not conformed, verse 2 says, to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So what did Christ say about marriage? Go back to the book of Genesis and read the story about Adam and Eve. Understand that marriage was created by God. Marriage was not man's idea. See, people out here is trying to define marriage. God already defined marriage in the book of Genesis, okay? It is the blueprint. It is the foundation for what marriage and family is. Marriage is also a picture of Christ and the church. See, God didn't just throw stuff out here to let stuff just see what the big bang, and let's go see what happened. God had a plan. See, marriage in the earth, the people in the earth, is playing out spiritual roles that are in heaven. So marriage between one man and one woman is a picture of Christ and the church. This is why the Apostle Paul says in Ephesians chapter 5, husband, love your wives as Christ loved the church. How did Christ love the church? Christ loved the church because he died for her. He laid his life down for her. So ladies, until a man is ready to die for you and lay his life down for you, boo-boo, don't marry him. See, this is why Derrick Jaxn is out here swinging it in and out of every hole. He wasn't ready to lay his life down. He didn't find the one. He's ready to lay his life down. And this is why, ladies, you do not beg a man to marry. You don't run him down. You don't ask him to marry you, because the Bible is clear that a man must lay his life down for his wife. And until he's ready, baby, move along. Come on over to Janice Hylton Mentoring, sign up, and we'll be doing more of that over there. How do you feel about dating apps? I love it. I just don't understand what the big deal is. It's like back in the days, right? People used horses, then they used buggies, then they used planes and trains and ships. So now, instead of you getting in a car, you still want to walk. Dating app is just another way of meeting people. It's just like another way of communication, right? I don't write my mama letters no more. I talk to her on Facebook. So it's another form of meeting people. I have a lot of friends on social media. Some of my very good friends are people I've been on Facebook with since I got on Facebook, 20 some years ago. Some of those friends we are still friends today. So that's like saying, well, I don't want to meet friends on social media because, I just want to meet them at the church. I don't talk to them people at the church no more. Most of my good friends that I have are girls I met on social media. We've been friends forever. It's just like on YouTube. Okay, a lot of you and I, we talk inbox. You Instagram me, we Facebook each other, we email each other, right? So dating app is just another way of meeting people. It's another environment of meeting people. When the world was shut down because of COVID, I had a lot of girls dating on social media. So don't let the people get in your head. It's just another form of meeting someone, okay? Number How do you meet guys? This is another question. You could meet them on social media. And to me, dating app, I wish there was more dating apps when I was dating. Dating apps was a little bit, it's like community groups, fishing pond, or black people meet when I was coming up, AOL chat room. But girl, I met my husband by the time a lot of dating apps came out. But it's, to me, it's just it's so much easier today. Drop, block, bye. Okay, drop, block, bye. Goodbye. Next. So number one is you can meet people on social media. You could meet people on dating app. You figure out what it is that you want in a man, and you find out where they hang out, and you put yourself in their environment. Go to nice restaurants. Go to nice hotels. Don't go on a Friday night because you don't want them to think you're one of them working girls. Nice restaurants and stuff like that. Number 26, I'm in love, but he wants kids and I don't. So what are you in love with? This is what I'm talking about. This is it. This is the stuff I'm talking about. He want kids and you don't. How did you fall in love with a man who want kids but you don't? You need to move along. These are things you need. This is why dating is about data. You don't fall in love. How are you in love with a man who want kids and you don't? He's going to resent you. He's going to hate you. And he's eventually going to leave you and marry somebody else. I know somebody that happened to. They was married for 20 some years. They got married when they were in college. She wanted kids. He never wanted kids with her. He's a white guy. She's a black girl. And we kept telling her, girl, it's not that he don't want kids. He don't want to have kids with you. Girl, they don't got a divorce. He been divorced about 4 or 5. He got about 6 kids. I don't know how he made so many kids at that time with a white girl. So, I'm just saying. And then the girl allowed her clock to run out. We was telling her. We were telling her. Every time he would say, okay, let's get our masters. They would get the masters. And then when she was like, okay, we have our masters, let's have a baby. He was like, no, let's get our PhD. Then they got the PhD and he was like, okay, let's move here. And he just gave her excuses after excuses after excuses. She was so in love, she couldn't see. And us young girls, we was young. I was 21 and 22, and I could see through the BS. But she was so in love, she couldn't see it. Poor thing. Now she's in her 50s and bitter. Bitter. And those are the type of women that will come on my comments and run their lips without telling us, ma'am, you are bitter because you was a foolish woman. What does marriage mean? I talked about that before. Okay, marriage is a covenant between one man and one woman and the Godhead. It is a picture. We're playing out pictures in the world. It is a picture of Christ and the church. Okay. Number 28, over here, Janice Hylton mentoring. That's what the marriage means. Okay. Number 28, should I ask him if he sees a future with me? No, ma'am. No, don't ask him that. If he saw a future with you, he would have proposed to you. He had asked you to marry you. Marry him. He don't see a future. This is why dating is about data. This is why you do not meet a man and jump all the way in. This is why you need to sign up for the mentor, the husband profile, know what you want, date accordingly, and drop it when they don't meet up. Number 29, my dude is not financially stable, but I am. Should I carry him until he gets on his feet? No, don't carry him. Dating is about data. If you want a man who is financially stable, you must choose a man who is financially stable. Never, over here, Janice Hylton Bedroom, never struggle with a man, okay? Never build a man. Never build with a man. Never carry him. Never marry a potential. Never be with him and hope that he's going to become what you want. Never. Don't ever do that. Over here, you choose a man who is established and is prepared and ready to be the husband that you need. 30, I've been dating this guy for almost a year, and he has not asked me to be exclusive. We don't believe in exclusivity over here. The only exclusivity we believe in is an engagement ring. After he don't talk to your daddy or your male, the man figure in your life. And I say people get offended when I say this. You're not for me. Okay, get off my channel. Y'all coming over here getting offended because I said talk to your male, a father, an older brother, an uncle, a man. Because you know what my daddy says is a man can see through what you can't say because you're too emotional. And another thing is showing him that you have respect and order in your life. And you are also showing him if he don't do right by you, he gonna come see about him. Okay? So we don't believe in exclusivity over here. We don't do boyfriends. We don't do girlfriends. The only exclusivity we believe in is he's putting the engagement ring on, which means it's about a day or a month that you're only dating him until he go get the ring. Other than that, we don't do exclusivity. You are going to date until somebody says to you, I want to marry you. Until then, Paul, Simon, Judas, James, Philip, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and the Apostle Paul could take you out. 31. What are some of your favorite books you've read? I have a lot of biblical fiction up here. I've read just about all of them. I have a book on Jezebel I'm reading now. I have a few, and I have a few other books that I've read, but of course my books. When should I let guys know I'm dating? No, I'm celibate. You don't let them know because remember what I said, you're going to use this as a data gathering tool. Especially if he's a born again believer, he should be celibate too. So he shouldn't be forcing you to do, okay? So I hate when women, I'm celibate, so if you ain't about celibate, how you know he even want to talk to you to try to get to know you, to try to marry you? So you use being celibate as a data gathering tool to kind of figure out, is he really trying to live or is he half stepping, okay? What if we agree on faith but not on finances? Money is the number one reason for divorce. Run to the hills from whence cometh your help, boo-boo. Okay, I agree on faith with a lot of the guys I dated, but they were all broke. And you know what I was thinking? The guys in the church, if I had married them, my God, I would be living the life they're living now. Jesus have mercy. And my last question, number 34. My guy has good income, but he's deep in debt and his credit is messed up. Run to the hills from whence cometh his help. Hold on. Yes, Michael.
Where did you put my squid?
I don't know. But let me finish the video. Okay. He's deep in debt. You're going to be deep in debt. He's going to be dragging you down. Everybody has a little bit of debt, okay? I use my credit card so I could get the points. I use my credit card. I got my bill in the mail the other day. I jumped online and I paid it off. And there was no interest, but I got the points. So everybody has a little bit of debt. But if you are deep in debt and he's drowning in debt, ma'am, he's going to drag you down and you're only going to give him more money to get in debt. I don't believe in marrying anybody who life is so out of order and he's not doing the work. Sir, if you want to be a husband, why aren't you cleaning up your debt? Why aren't you cleaning up your credit? You don't know you need to clean up your debt. You don't know you need to clean up your credit. Ladies, do you want to marry a man and submit to a man who don't know he needs to get out of debt and clean up his credit for all the pick me says that our credit can be fixed and all this. He don't know he needs to do. Listen, this is the man you are submitting to. You're going to be under him. Do you want to be under somebody whose life is a mess? Whose life is just out of control? Granted, every last one of us have something in our lives that we need to work on. This is where we need Jesus to help. I know I'm fat. My physical is supposed to be coming up in a couple of days. I ain't going to go. My blood works today. I'm about to call and cancel it because I know I'm fat. Okay. And the Christmas holiday, I done gained 3 pounds just from Christmas Day. And yesterday I was eating all that cake and stuff. So I said, you know what? Instead of me putting the cake back, I eat the cake. But I'm going to take 1 month and I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And then I'm going to go do my physical. So every one of us have something to work on. But when your life is so out of control that you have no control at all, ma'am, that is not a man I want to marry. I absolutely love you and adore you. If you have any other questions, leave in the comments and I'll make another video. I'll try to hang out with you guys later tonight, but if not, then I'll chit chat with you tomorrow. Let me know what you think about these thoughts. Have you gone up to Janice Hylton Mentoring? Please make sure you select a membership. If you're in there and you don't have a membership level, January 1st, you're not going to have access to it anymore. And also, thank you for those of you who have supported Alexa Full Boutique. We did get a few sales over the Christmas holiday, and we're going to be sending those out today. I love you. I adore you. Talk to you later. Bye.